The old library held its breath. Dust motes danced in the shafts of sunlight that pierced the gloom. Eleanor, a young librarian with a thirst for the forgotten, navigated the labyrinthine shelves. She had always been drawn to the scent of aged paper and leather. Today, it led her to a forgotten alcove. There, tucked behind cobwebs and time, lay a book. It was unlike any she had ever seen. Bound in dark leather, it seemed to pulse with an inner light. The pages, crisp as the day they were made, were blank. As Eleanor reached for it, a shiver ran down her spine. A sense of anticipation mingled with unease filled the air. The book seemed to hum in response, beckoning her closer.
Intrigued, Eleanor carefully lifted the book. It felt strangely warm to the touch.
As her fingers brushed against the cover, an inscription shimmered into existence. "Within these pages lie your heart's desires." The words seemed to writhe on the page, alive with unspoken promises. A thrill shot through her. Could it be true? Could this book truly grant wishes? News of the book spread through the small town like wildfire. At first it was met with skepticism. A book that grants wishes? Nothing more than a fantastical tale. But Eleanor couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to it. The inscription, the strange warmth, the way it seemed to call to her. One evening Eleanor decided to test the book. She whispered a wish, a rare first edition of her favorite childhood book. Closing the book, she felt a surge of energy. Then, silence.
The next morning, Eleanor found a package waiting for her. Her heart pounded as she opened it. There, nestled in tissue paper, was the very book she had wished for. The same edition, the same cover, the same musty scent.
Disbelief warred with elation. The book, it seemed, was real, but at what cost? Word spread quickly about Eleanor's wish. Soon, the library was besieged by townspeople, each with their own desires. A struggling farmer wished for a bountiful harvest. A heartbroken woman wished for the return of her lost love. A young man wished for wealth and fame. And the book, it seemed, granted them all. But the wishes came with a price. The farmer's crops flourished, but his land became barren and lifeless. The woman's love returned, but he was a hollow shell of his former self. The young man became rich, but at the cost of his health and happiness. Each wish, though granted, seemed to twist and turn, leaving behind a trail of unintended consequences.
Eleanor watched in horror as the town, once a beacon of hope and joy, descended into chaos. The book, she realized, wasn't a benevolent gift. It was a curse, a Pandora's box that unleashed more sorrow than happiness.
Driven by guilt and fear, she vowed to uncover the truth behind the book's origin. There had to be a way to break the cycle of wishes and despair.
Eleanor delved into the library's archives, searching for any mention of the book. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, yet she found nothing. Just when her hope began to dwindle, she stumbled upon a hidden chamber, tucked away behind a crumbling wall. Inside, she discovered a trove of ancient texts and scrolls.
One scroll, written in a language she vaguely recognized, spoke of a powerful sorcerer who had discovered the secret to harnessing human desire. He had created the book as a conduit for his magic, a way to draw power from the deepest yearnings of the human heart. But you know, the sorcerer had underestimated the seductive nature of wishes.
The scroll spoke of a terrible price the sorcerer had paid for his creation. His own desires, amplified by the book's power, had consumed him, leaving behind only darkness and despair. The book, now a vessel of his corrupted magic, became a curse upon the world. A tool of temptation, offering the illusion of fulfillment while feeding on the very essence of what it meant to be human.
Only sorrow. Destroy it, lest its darkness consume the world.
Eleanor now understood the true nature of the book. It was not a tool of magic, but a mirror reflecting the darkest desires of the human heart. It preyed on vulnerability, offering false hope in exchange for something far more precious: free will, compassion, and the ability to find joy in the simple things.
The book challenged everything Eleanor thought she knew about the world. It blurred the lines between magic and reality, forcing her to confront the possibility that the universe was far more complex than she had ever imagined. It raised unsettling questions about the nature of desire, the consequences of unchecked ambition, and the delicate balance between free will and fate.
The scroll offered no easy answers, no magical solutions. The fate of the town, perhaps even the world, rested on her shoulders. Could she find the strength to destroy the book, even if it meant sacrificing the hope of ever seeing her own desires fulfilled? Eleanor realized the book's true curse was amplifying human greed and self-destruction. It offered a shortcut to happiness, bypassing hard work and sacrifice.
True happiness, she understood, was a journey. It was found in relationships, passions, and making a positive impact. The book threatened these truths.
Eleanor chose to destroy the book, sacrificing her desires. She shared the book's truth with the townspeople. Some understood, others clung to hope. As the flames consumed the book, peace settled over the town.